Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 of the December scrap party, where I'm going to be bringing you a fun Christmas project every day in December. So today I'm working on this layout. The inspiration that I had was, I think it was from Allie Edwards from one of the December dailies in the very, very beginning. And then this layout where it's just got a color block across the top and then a picture and a bunch of embellishments coming down. So I was going to combine those two ideas and make this fun layout. So for this one, I have provided the November inspiration, which has a color palette, a mood board, a sketch, and a template that you can use to cut out these hexagons for your on your background paper. You'll see, I'll show you how to do it in just a second. So that is a free download that you can get in the link. There's a link in the description that you can download that for free and print it and use it however is beneficial to you. So I'm just scrapping this 3x4 photo of my daughter and my niece on Christmas. They do matching pajamas, which is adorable. So it was 3x4, and then I printed it with the border around it, and then I cut it down just a little bit smaller, so it's smaller than a 3x4. It's just a little bit smaller. And then I cut that paper right there. I think it's about 3 inches wide. I didn't measure it, but I just trimmed it down so that there was just a little skinny strip across the top. So I'm just adhering that down to the background. And I just love that dark wood grain. It's just so pretty. And then I'm going to run some washi tape across that edge. And my idea was I put it down just ever so slightly lower than the little top paper, because I was going to add a strip of, cut a border strip from a piece of paper and add it across there to hide that seam. But then whenever I went and looked for border punches, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I just didn't. So it's got a little bit of a gap, which I wouldn't normally do, but you know what, it's fine. It's totally cool. So now I'm just layering. I put that template over top, and then I just held it very still and cut out all those hexagons. And thankfully hexagons are pretty easy because they're just little short straight edges, so that went pretty smoothly. So I just got that all the way through and pulled those pieces out. And now I'm backing my paper with white cardstock just so it has a nice small border around the edge. So I just am trimming that down so it's just a nice skinny border. And I thought about layering some more pattern paper behind there, but when I hold it up to the page in just a second, you'll see it just fit perfectly, and I didn't want to add anything else because we'll add a lot of embellishment in those little hexagons. So I added a piece of newsprint behind there to see if that paper worked or that more corally kind of color. And then I pulled out the Merry Day 6x8 paper pad and started trying papers from that line. It was kind of difficult because anything that showed up really well on the wood grain or behind the wood grain didn't tend to show up that well behind that pink and coral color across the top. But I pulled this one, and it's just a cream, and it had black, not like a harsh black, but like a soft black print on it, and they're little Santa Claus with reindeer. And it's not one I thought I'd use for anything else, so it worked out perfectly. So because that one piece wasn't wide enough to go behind both little sets of hexagons, I laid it back there, and then I kind of lightly traced around the outside edges of the hexagon so that I could trim it down, and then repeated for the second one. And then I'll erase those pencil lines, and it just stretches that paper a little further than it would have. So I'm just erasing the pencil lines, And then I'll go in, and I wanted this to have some dimension, so I used fun foam. And I'll fast forward so you don't have to watch me adding fun foam the entire time. But then I didn't fast forward so much so that you could see that I only added it. I added it between each hexagon, and then just around the edges of the hexagon. I didn't add it to the whole entire background. And honestly, it works out really perfectly. It gives it a nice little extra stability, but you don't really notice it because that fun foam is so thin that it's not gonna like wrinkle your paper or anything without having it everywhere. So I'm adding adhesive and just sticking these pieces down. And I will say, I used that fun foam and I just kind of curved around those edges of the hexagons. I would go ahead and cut every single piece, because when I was took the pictures and stuff later, the film was kind of uncurving and kind of sticking out a little bit, which wasn't great. So I can go back and add some liquid adhesive to fix that, but I would just from the beginning just cut all the corners. It's fine. And then I just added a little piece of white 8x8 cardstock just to cover that, to give it some more stability in the background, to hold the papers on and all that, and to cover up the fun foam that was still sticking out a little bit. So now I pulled out some thickers, and I just wanted to do Christmas morning, and I kind of thought that there might be one already made, but there was not. But there was Christmas, so I'm going to do Christmas out of one of these curvy ones. Not curvy, cursive. Sorry. Out of one of these cursive ones. And then, and there's enough Merry Christmas in both of those that I did not feel bad breaking up the Merry and the Christmas. And so I just laid out on wax paper both of those, so I could just move them around and get them positioned perfectly, which was not too hard. I kind of knew where I wanted it anyways based off the sketch. So now I'm just going to start sticking those letters down. And I always start with the more difficult first. So starting with that morning, because then I can line up Christmas over top of it and it's a lot easier. And that Christmas is, and you can see I moved the G down a little bit because it was blocking that A, but the I fit perfectly in the nook of the bottom of the T, so that was kind of cool. But that Christmas is like a mix between puffy and enamel, so it's really easy to move around because it doesn't like stretch out of place like the puffy stickers do. Which is kind of nice when they stretch out of place. I mean, not when they stretch out of place, but when you need them to, you can, on the puffy stickers at least, you can kind of stretch them or maneuver them if you need to. I don't know if you really can with these. And then there's a special appearance from my daughter. She's trying to play with the paper trimmer. So then I just start pulling out little bits and pieces. That bow is from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. It's their store brand. And actually, and the snowflake that I tried out and the Christmas tree right there are both Hobby Lobby as well. And then I pulled out a little wood veneer, like starburst snowflake looking guy. He's not a snowflake, but he looks like one, so I pulled him out. And then also a wood veneer star up there at the top. And then these little gnomes are just the cutest. I got this set. I can't remember. It's Pebbles, I think, but I don't remember the line. But he, from Tuesday Morning. Sorry, I got distracted. And then that little holly sticker is from Hobby Lobby as well. And then these are the Merry Days puffy stickers. Oh, sorry. And they're from Tuesday Morning. And so I'm just sticking different random little guys. From the puffy stickers, I pulled a little present sticker. So I'm just adding little odds and ends in some of the hexagons, not all of them. You could add them in all of them. You could add them in none of them. You could even take it and turn it into a shaker card, which would be kind of cool. But I just added some little bits and pieces. And then that joy is also from the Merry Days. And then these are the snowflake, the crepe paper snowflake. Sorry, my brain like shut off for a second. Crepe paper snowflake collection. And I moved that present over and added that pink over there to the left because with that washi strip across there, I felt like that the green of that present just kind of blended in too much, so I just moved it over. Now I'm using some little Tile Alpha stickers to add the year, because we obviously know it's Christmas morning, so I don't need the rest of the day. I just need the year. And then I'm pulling out, and I skipped through this, but I go through and add all the glue behind all of the pieces. It wasn't exciting, so I just skipped it. And then I'm pulling out some little tiny enamel stickers. These are Altenew, and there's all different colors of enamel dots, but I pulled out the little tiny stars, which were adorable. They're like a mint color. And then these are Lawn Fawn enamel dots that I'm adding, just little bits and pieces. And then I think that's it. Yep. So I'm showing you where I'll add journaling, and I add that with a white gel pen later. I was going to add strips, like print strips and add, but I like the white journaling. So thank you guys so much for watching my Christmas scrap party videos. Come back tomorrow for another one. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe for more, and hit the bell notification so you know every single day whenever it's posted. And go download that free cut file. The link will be below in the description. And if you use it for anything as inspiration, use the cutting template, use the sketch, any of that, please, please, please post the photo of your project and tag me at Shadney on Instagram. And I would love to see it. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day and happy scrapping. Bye.